Scorpio, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today we're going to take a look into your recent past, your current energy and your future, and we're going to see what the universe would like you to know. I also do personal readings, and I always link my website in the description, so if you do want to have a look, then you can find it there. But let's get straight into today's reading. I felt really called to do a Scorpio reading today. I've not been on my channel for a little while. I've had a little break. I've had lots of other stuff going on, but today I wasn't even planning on doing it. I was literally out and I was like, I need to do a Scorpio reading. I felt guided to. So yeah, let's get into today's reading. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. What does Scorpio need to know? Recent past energy for Scorpio. Recent past energy for Scorpio. Okay, 3 just flipped out. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. You're stepping back into your own energy recently. I think you're trying to focus on yourself. You're trying to focus on what you can build. I'm getting the message come through that like there was a situation that you started to feel wasn't good for you. Like it could have just felt very draining. You may have felt distracted. You may have felt like a little bit chaotic, like your emotions were kind of all over the place. And I feel like recently it's like you've had to detach from that. You've had to step back into your power. And it feels like you had a lot of time to like come to this realization. You could have had an epiphany. You may have realized how much something was affecting you. Like when I'm looking at that image, it's almost like you've had to have like this moment away from something, like to come back to yourself. It's like you've started to see something for what it really is without clouded judgment. So there could have been a situation where it was like you weren't able to see something clearly until you took that step back. And then you've had this wake up call moment, this realization, and you've seen it like from the outside. Like sometimes when you're in a situation, it's hard to see it for what it really is. Like your emotions get in the way. Like you just can't see it the same way that if you spoke to somebody else, like they may see it from a different perspective. And that's the type of energy that I'm getting here. It's like you've seen something now from a completely different perspective and it's shifted your focus. Now with the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like there's a lot of options around you, a lot of potential. And I think you realize that now, and you realize how you need to give your energy to this. You need to pour into the opportunities and potential that you do have there in front of you. You're coming across as somebody that, like, you have a lot around you that you can build upon. And I think other people see that. They see that you're in this place where, like, you're just at the beginning. You have so much more that you're going to, there's like so much more that you're going to reach. And I think, like, there could have been a point as well with this energy that you've stepped out of, where like you could have felt a little bit lost. You may have felt like you didn't know what was next. You didn't have that same passion. Like you may have felt like you were kind of losing hope with something. And I think now you're starting to see, like you're starting to realize that there's so much good around you, so much that you have in your life that like to be grateful for and to pour into, rather than focusing on something that isn't working out or something that's draining your energy. Like look at all of the stuff around you. Look at what you can do. I think sometimes you can be hard on yourself, whereas it's like people around you, they see how strong you are. They see how much potential you have. You can be quite hard on yourself and you can almost like try to rush your journey, rush the progress. And it's like you're bit by bit getting to where you need to be. So don't like overthink it. Don't stress about it. Just know that all of these small steps, like you're getting there. You're going to be at the point that you want to be at, that everything happens in the right time. Yeah, it's like it's all in your hands. Like it's down to you. it's down to you what you give your attention to. And I think you could have been giving it to the wrong thing. But let's clarify this recent past energy for Scorpio. Recent past energy for Scorpio. We have news is on the way. Dealings or relationship with a woman. And excitement. Okay, so there's some news coming in here. And I think it's something exciting. This could be an opportunity. This could be hearing something that might take you by surprise. I feel like whatever it is, you're not expecting it. Or you didn't expect it. This is your past energy. But news is on its way. So it's like something's coming in here. And I don't know if it's happened already or if it's going to happen. But there's something here where it's like you're going to find something out. And it is going to like give you this boost. It's going to give you this spark. I feel like you're getting your spark back. You're starting to see something very clearly. You're starting to understand what you need to do next. There's a woman here that's significant in all of this. Let's have a look at your current energy. Current energy for Scorpio. Current energy for Scorpio. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands. The Four of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. Wow. So we've got two aces. This is a new start. You're not the person that you used to be. There's some type of transformation here that's happened. And it all comes back to this realization and this idea. Like there's something now where it's like you know what you need to do. You know what you need to focus on. And I think a big part of it is going to be discipline. And it's going to be like really focusing on you. And like following your passions, following your desires. Like I feel like there's something here that brings you to life. Like it makes you feel good. And I think whatever the situation was that was draining you, or something that you were doing where it's like you knew probably it wasn't the best thing for you, it wasn't helping you get to where you wanted to be, you're stepping away from that. You're going to be in this chapter now where you're doing things that actually bring you to life, like they make you feel good. You're surrounding yourself with the right people, people that push you to be better, people that help you grow. There is something here that you're very, very passionate about. And I feel like the attention around you as well, like people are drawn towards you at this time. But I keep getting the energy that like there's this fire inside of you right now to go after something and make it happen. It's like you're going to do what you need to do. But it is going to take willpower and it's going to take strength. But two aces, like it's like a new beginning, a new start. It's like a reset energy. And I think you needed that moment. You needed that moment where you saw something for what it really was. You could have been pulling your attention away from something. And I don't know if this is a person, but it does feel like something's shifted here. When it comes to connections, when it comes to what you want, your desires, your dreams. You need to listen to your intuition as well. Like that voice that you have. If you keep getting the same feeling that there's something that you need to go towards, like go for it. Don't hold yourself back. Don't tell yourself that you can't have something or it wouldn't work. Like I feel like you were telling yourself a certain story in your head of like why you couldn't do something. And it's like, if you want something and if you feel like you keep being pulled back towards it and it makes you feel happy, sometimes you need to take a risk. And I feel like, yeah, there's a realization here and there's a desire to go after something. And I don't think anyone's going to be able to stand in your way, but you needed that time out. We've got dealings or relationship with a man. Situations in the balance require careful handling and great happiness. It'll be worth it. Whatever this is that you want, it will be worth it. There's a lot of happiness here. And I think when you stop listening to like that negative voice, like we all have it where like we tell ourselves, oh, I can't do that, or like it's not the logical thing to do. It's too far out of reach. Like it's so easy to get caught up in that mentality. But the second you decide, like, I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to go after what I want, I'm going to build the life that I want, and you cut the negative stuff out and you cut out like the habits, the toxic things that are standing in your way, everything around you changes. And I think right now you're at this point where things are about to change in a big way in your life. And like, it's all down to you. Like the power is literally there in front of you. Like it's whether or not you are willing to do it. And I feel like you are now. Like you're at this stage where you're ready to just take risks, go after things that you want, not hold yourself back, don't doubt yourself. Like just be very, very honest with yourself about what you truly want. And don't get me wrong, like with this card coming out here, I do feel like the way that you deal with things, and like don't rush something, because it feels like there's something here where you do need to be careful. Like you know what you want, but take your time with it. Make sure that you're doing things the right way. I think there's something here that matters to you a lot. I just keep getting this energy of you like, you know what you want now, and it's like you don't want anything to like stand in the way of it. But at the same time, I feel like this is spirit saying to you, like, that doesn't mean you need to rush in and just like completely jump into something. Like it doesn't mean that. It means that now you know, and now you understand what you need to do. It's like you can make a plan. You can start to change the things in your life. You don't need to kind of be all in or all out. Like there can be that space where, yeah, like you work things out, you make a plan and you make these changes. And just because it doesn't happen overnight doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Let's have a look at your future energy. What is coming up for Scorpio? What is coming up for Scorpio? Future energy for Scorpio. Oh, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Chariot. I'm going to get one more I feel drawn to. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of introspection here, a lot of healing. Scorpio, I feel like there's somebody around you. And I feel like this person, like they can feel the distance. They can feel that maybe you're not giving the same that you used to. Like they can feel that you've kind of pulled your energy back to yourself. And I feel like this person, like they're thinking a lot about it, their energy, like they're very much paying attention to you, to your energy. It feels like there's some type of energetic tie here, where it's like this person can pick up on this shift. They can sense that something's changed. And we've got you with the Chariot. It's like you're moving forward, like you're moving into this new stage, like you're very focused on what's next. But yeah, I'm picking up on a strong energy of somebody here that's like thinking a lot about you, reflecting a lot on you, on the situation, on the way that things were. And I feel like there could have been a lot of confusion. There may have felt like there was like some type of like power struggle here when it came to this as well. It's like somebody here wasn't like fully being honest. I don't know if this is somebody from your past, somebody that you're not talking to at the moment. It feels like somebody here is really sitting with the emotion of that. They're sitting with the feeling that you are moving forward, like you're moving on to something new. And it's kind of like they feel like they've been left behind, like kind of left to sit with the emotions, left to kind of deal with how they're feeling. But it's strange because that energy is kind of what I was feeling with this, with you in your recent past. It's like you realizing something, you having this time where like you came to this conclusion about something. But it's like you could have struggled with something quite a lot, and it like the pain of it and the emotion of it, it pushed you in a new direction, and it pushed you to like focus on yourself and build something. It's like you took that pain, you took whatever the emotions were, like the stress, all of it. Like it feels like you were overwhelmed with a lot of different emotions, and then you got to this point where you was like, enough is enough, like, and you hit this wall and you was like, you know what, I need to I need to change something here. And I feel like that's what that Queen of Swords moment was. It was where you started to see something without all of the emotion. You started to put yourself in this space where you almost had to be a little bit harsh with yourself and like have like almost like talk to yourself and say to yourself, like, what can I do? What can I change? You realized that it was down to you. Like nobody else is going to come in and magically change everything. If you're not happy with something, like it's down to you to change it. And I feel like that's where you're kind of at now. Like you're realizing that and you're putting in the action. You're focused on building something new. This energy here in the future, somebody feels left behind. Somebody feels like they didn't really get to tell you like some type of truth. That's how it feels. But with the Ten of Pentacles here, there's a lot of success. I feel like the stability that you're seeking, the security, like you're going to feel like you reach that, a much more stable place. You're going to be able to like really look around and feel content and feel like you're happy with what you've created in your life. And don't get me wrong, like it's not going to be straight away. It's not going to be something that happens the second you start to make the changes. But there is you releasing a lot here. This can be like emotional burdens from the past, things that could have happened a long time ago that have been affecting you in your life recently. And you may not realize it, but there could be something that you held on to, or like some type of trauma. Like we all have trauma. There could be something that has been affecting, you know, the way that you view yourself, the connections that you have, the way that you deal with things. And I feel like a big part of this journey that you're in now is healing and seeing some type of pattern that maybe shows up in your life, or something about yourself that you know that you need to work on. And I think with the Chariot, it's like you're letting go of that. You're releasing that. You're seeing how it affects you. You're seeing how, in order to have this new life, in order to have this Ten of Pentacles energy, you need to let go of that. You need to allow yourself to release it. And sometimes that you need to forgive yourself as well. It doesn't just have to be how other people have treated you or things that have happened with others. It can be like, there could be stuff where you feel like maybe you're not happy with the way that you used to be, or you're not the same person that you were. And when you forgive yourself and you realize that you don't have to hold that against yourself, like it is very freeing. But I just feel like there's somebody here that feels like they need to come forward. They need to like, yeah, they're not happy with the fact that they're not a part of this new journey that you're on. They feel like they want to be a part of it. They want to have access to you still. They want to feel like they know this new version of you. But the Eight of Pentacles, it's like there's a lot of phases that you've been going through. You're starting to realize how much you've changed and how far you've come. And I feel like that is also a big eye-opener. Like when you really sit there and you look around and you actually like give yourself a second to be proud of yourself and grateful for how far you've come, and realize that, yeah, you might not be perfect. You might not have let go of every toxic habit or like anything that you feel isn't good for you. Just because you've not got to where you want to be doesn't mean you're not better than you was a year ago, 2 years ago. And there is this moment here coming up where I think something's going to happen, and you look around at your life and you look around at where you're at, and like you are proud of yourself. You feel like you've come so far. Now I do just want to quickly, I wasn't going to do this, but I feel like with this energy of this other person that's coming out quite strong, I want to pull one of these oracle cards. So I haven't actually used them in a reading before yet, like on my channel. So we'll use them now. But they're called Dark Confession Oracle cards. So yeah, let's see the energy, this energy that's coming out of this person. The card flipped out straight away. I'm going to get 3 of what they want to say to you. 3 cards. Okay, we've got 2. What do they want to say? What do they want to say? Okay. Someone says, I feel abandoned by you and it is triggering my childhood trauma. My focus is on my life. I can't be bothered to worry about you. And I was afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings to you. Okay. So yeah, this confirms what I said when I said this person feels left behind. This person feels abandoned. They feel like you've kind of like you've moved forward, you're on this new journey, and they might feel like you just don't care anymore. And this is somebody that also has trauma. Like this is somebody that I feel, yeah, there could have been things in their childhood that makes them act a certain way, or that makes them feel like they need to protect themselves. I mean, the fact that we've got, I was afraid you would reject me if I shared my feelings to you. So this is somebody that had a fear of rejection, somebody that maybe wasn't fully honest about how they were feeling. And there could have been like moments where this person kept their feelings to themselves, like they didn't know how to communicate, especially if something bothered them or if something triggered them within this connection. They may have felt like they weren't able to voice that without kind of saying how they really feel about you. So this is somebody that wasn't very vulnerable, like they didn't know how to be vocal about their true feelings. And I also feel like this card, Scorpio, my focus is on my life, I can't be bothered to worry about you. Very different energy to these two. So it feels like this is the type of person that would kind of try to give off that vibe. It's like, I don't need to worry about you. I'm focused on myself. Like, I'm not bothering about you. And as you can see, like, it's so far from that. Like, this person is now, or going to be, future energy, really sitting with the weight of this, sitting with these feelings. They may have even tried to tell themselves this, that like, they're not bothered, they don't care. This person cares, and this person feels like they weren't able to fully express themselves. There was a fear of how you would react to how they felt. A fear of like actually being open and letting you fully in. It feels like this is the type of person that like they can let somebody so close, and then the second that it starts to feel like it's triggering that childhood trauma, or it's triggering some type of like old wounds that they had, this person may back away, or they may do something where it feels like they don't care, like they try and give off that impression. But yeah, I just thought I would go into that because this energy is very heavy here, that somebody feels kind of left behind of this new journey that you're on, and they can sense that you're on this new path. They can feel that you're now focused on yourself. And let's clarify this future energy. We've got April. So April's very significant here. Something could have happened in April, but it's showing up like it's very significant still. So there's something here that has happened in April. We've got vacation in future energy. Hand in need of help, assistance and guidance. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. And let's get just one more for future energy for Scorpio. We've got triumph over troubles. Okay. So some of you may be taking a vacation, or you may just be in this place where it's like mentally, like you're having a vacation. You're not allowing things to get to you. You're having this moment of peace. I feel like there is an increase here, like you're going to be putting in the work, you're going to be putting in more effort. I think you know that in the past you wasn't giving something your all. You were kind of like half-heartedly doing something, and I don't know if that's a goal you had, something about your work. It feels like there was something where it's like you were still doing good, you were still showing up, but you knew that you could have been doing better. Like you weren't fully in your power. And I think a lot of that did come down to like external things. It could have been that you were dealing with other issues in your personal life. You may have just felt like you didn't have the motivation, but it feels like that's changing here coming up. Like you're putting in the work, you're increasing your efforts, and you're going to see success from doing that. There are going to be obstacles. There are going to be moments that come up that are very challenging. And I think a big part as well, like just getting this message come through, is like reacting to things. Like when something goes wrong, how you react to it, how you deal with it is going to be very, very telling. Like it's going to show you a lot. Like if you're able to go through something that's so hard and like something doesn't work out and you're like, why is this not happening? Like keep calm, relax, like don't allow yourself to spiral. Just try to like step away and just know that everything's going to work out in your favor. Things are going to work out the way that they're meant to. Don't allow yourself to kind of get sucked into that like thought of everything's going wrong. There is somebody here, Scorpio, that needs help. In need of help, assistance and guidance. And I feel like this person might come to you and it's like they might want your advice. They might just want your wisdom. It feels like somebody is going to be like reaching out their hand here and saying like, I need help. Like I need like, they need some knowledge that you have. And I think you're going to be in this place where like, you're able to really guide somebody. The experiences that you've had, just the way that you're having this transformation and you're changing things in your life. I feel like somebody here is going to feel very inspired and they're going to be looking up to you. They're going to see you as somebody that they can count on. And I think like when you talk to this person and you share your view, your perspective, they're going to really take it on board. So yeah, if there's somebody coming up here that like goes to you for something, just know that like, they respect you a lot and they look up to you. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading, Scorpio. Please let me know your thoughts and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.